Well, I've had too much freedom with these chains around my feet. I've learned to walk with short steps, attention smell discreet. Those who stoke this fire sale coughed and missed a joke. And no one here will look you clear into your eyes, they're broke. And everyone wants money, but we're running out of trees. Sweating from the hot air, shaking from the freeze. Obama and his followers just stormed the palace gate. You could hear the crash around the world and paraphrase the hate. And Dorothy misses Kansas, but she'll never get there late.
Hi, welcome to another episode of The Internet Guy. Our program today features YouTuber and researcher Stephen Sindoni. I'd like to thank you for accepting my invitation to return to the program. It's been 2 years since you were last interviewed on the show.
Well, thank you for having me on again.
I'd like to begin by telling you that I got a great deal of positive feedback, and many of my listeners wanted to know when you would be coming back to do a follow-up show.
As you know, I don't do many interviews and have been flying below the radar.
Yes, I fully understand why you would be keeping a low profile. My staff and I have been searching all over the social media network sites, example, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, but we were unable to find you on any of the social media sites. If you don't mind, can you please explain why?
The main reason that I have never added myself to the social media craze is because everything that a person says or does becomes public information, thus making it easy for hackers to steal identities, drain bank accounts, or even worse, break into your home.
Well, some of our listeners might think you're a little paranoid.
Let's just say I'd rather err on the side of caution for this. Trust but verify is my motto.
I recently watched the Oliver Stone movie Edward Snowden and learned that our government is using facial recognition software to access personal information. As an example, all someone has to do is take your picture unbeknownst to the person, and they can use an application to track all the information that you have posted on the internet.
I knew years ago that this technology would be an invasion on personal freedom and warned of this happening in the not-too-distant future. People now are calling me Nostra Sindoni for many of my predictions.
I recently saw you made a prediction in October that Donald Trump would win the presidential election. Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yes, I made that prediction long before the election. I also knew he would have over 300 electoral college votes. Surprising. He only needed 270 to win.
Many Americans didn't think he had a chance of defeating the Democratic candidate. There are those who say that the Russians were responsible for Trump winning the election. What say you, Stephen?
There is no proof that the Russians were involved. The Democrats simply chose a flawed candidate that voters did not trust or voters did not like. I will add here, if anyone were capable of tampering with a presidential election, it would be the Israeli Mossad. The Israeli Mossad has the ability to pull it off, similar to 9/11, another Israeli Mossad inside job.
Yes, you warned us in 2001. I have been following your videos for over 16 years. Wow, time surely flies.
Yes, I have made a great many predictions that have all come to fruition.
Can you give the listeners a few more examples?
I'll begin by prefacing a song, I've Got a Couple More Years on You, Babe, That's All. Back in the early days, in the 60s, the John F. Kennedy assassination, the shooter was the limo driver, William Greer.
Wasn't the limo driver part of the CIA?
Yes, unfortunately, he was a member of the CIA who killed our president. Another conspiracy that I put out was George Herbert Walker Bush, Nazi spy, real name George Sherf Jr., son of a legal immigrant who worked for Nikola Tesla.
You mean the same George Herbert Walker Bush who went on to become our U.S. president?
Yes, one and the same. George Herbert Walker Bush. Yes, Nazi spy. Then there's the first birther forgery, and that was George Herbert Walker Bush. You won't find his real birth certificate online as well. The next conspiracy would be Barack Obama birther forgery. True identity, Prince Aduyade, or son of King Bhumibol Aduyade of Thailand. And here's an interesting one for you. Barack Obama posing as Osama bin Laden in a phony Taliban photo shoot. In order to prove it, I had to match up palm prints, and they are identical to the internet photo. Here's something to think about. The odds of two people having the same palm prints are about 64 billion to 1. There are only 7 billion people on the planet. So it's obvious that if the palm prints match up, it has to be Barack Obama posing as Osama bin Laden. It can only be one. And the last one I'll preface here is Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler lived long after World War II. He had a secret identity. His name was William Coates. He and Eva Braun made it to America, given secret identities, and had 9 children, believe it or not, all living in America. I can go on and on.
My staff has informed me you have over 1,000 videos on YouTube. Is that correct?
Yes, that would also be correct. I've spent a great deal of time doing investigative researching to help in discovering the truth about the past, present, and future.
With all these controversial stories, are you worried for your life? Have you had any attempts in your life? Have you been threatened? What can you tell us about your experiences?
Why don't I show the viewers and listeners what we're talking about? I'm going to put up some photos to show what's been happening to me with a death ray device used by Mr. Maiskless directly across the street. He and the Israeli Mossad are trying to eliminate me by using electromagnetic frequency waves designed to give me cancer or other serious illnesses.
Well, it looks like telling the truth and doing investigative research comes with a warning label. It could be hazardous to your life. I'm going to list all of your websites in the closing credits so our listeners can check them out. I see that you now have some marathons on your website, on your SindoniProductions.com website. You have 2 playlists, the Obama Legacy and Reality Surveillance. I notice you have at least 50 videos about Obama and about reality surveillance. This is amazing. I want all you viewers listening to check this out. This man has unbelievable things out there on the internet for you to check out.
Yes, it's quite a bit of research that I've got out there on the Obama legacy and also on Israeli Mossad surveillance that's going on in America, unbeknownst to most Americans. Some interesting stuff. I recommend all you listening to check it out.
Well, Stephen, I'd like to thank you for sharing all this new information with us. It's amazing stuff that you brought to light today on our program. Thank you for sharing it. Is there any other final words you'd like to leave with our listeners today?
Yes, I like to say trust, but verify. If you're going into a tailor shop and you're buying a suit, buy a belt and buy a pair of suspenders. Do not trust your belt with your pants and your money.
Well, that's our show for today. This is the Internet Guy, thanking Stephen Sindoni and thanking you, the viewers, for coming on and listening to this program. And please, check out the closing credits and see all the websites and all the videos that Stephen's got for you. Make this a great year in 2017. Remember, freedom is only a few clicks away. Thanks for listening. Your host, the Internet Guy. Till next time.
I've got a couple more years on you, babe, and that's all. I've had more chances to fly and more places to fall. And it ain't that I'm wiser, it's only that I've spent more time with my back to the wall. And I've picked up a couple more years on you, baby, that's all. I've walked a couple more roads than you, babe, that's all. And I'm tired of running while you're only learning to crawl. And you're heading somewhere, but I've been to somewhere and found it was nowhere at all. And I picked up a couple more years on you, babe, that's all. Now saying goodbye, girl, don't never come easy at all. But you've gotta fly, 'cause you're hearing them young eagles call. And someday when you're older, you'll smile at a man strong and tall. And you'll say, I got a couple more years on you, baby, that's all. You'll say, I got a couple more years on you, babe, and that's all. I've had more chances to fly and more places to fall. And it ain't that I'm wiser, it's only that I spend more time with my back to the wall. And I've picked up a couple more years on you, babe, and that's all.